Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Enjoy the video. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. And you guys know, you definitely know, I would not be bringing anyone to these discussion videos that you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail to, without MJ from GeekListTV. MJ, why don't you say hello to everyone listening?
You're lying there, bro. I've seen your videos with Ninja, Rakurai, Kihokai. I don't remember getting any invitation to those videos or to those topics, so I'm calling you out right now, bro. On that.
That's bullshit.
I'm calling you out on that right now, right? But hey, guys, what's up? MJ here.
Anyway, guys, so today we're going to be talking basically a sequel video from a video that we did on MJ's channel before the Tournament of Power actually started. So I'm going to link that in the description section below if you have any indication or any interest to see exactly what our thoughts were. Like, what, a month or two ago, man? Like, about...
something like that. I think when we did it, Boo was still in the tournament, so... I think.
Oh, how naive we were. Anyway, so guys, we had a video basically saying whether or not Dragon Ball Super is creating a team on Universe 7 that's too OP. And I remember back when you and I did this, I mean, we were seeing just how far Krillin and 18 and everyone had advanced. I mean, even Roshi, I think at that point we had seen just how much Roshi had advanced for God's sakes.
He beat up TM, bro.
Ridiculous. Anyway, so like now we know that Frieza's on the team and we've actually seen Universe 7 kick some ass. And it's weird to me because I'm wondering after episode 101, the last episode that we actually saw, whether or not Universe 7 is actually legitimately too OP for the entire Tournament of Power. To be frank, although most of the teams we've seen lose at least one person. I think the only one you said in the last video you and I did together was Universe 6 is the only one who hasn't actually lost anyone. But only Universe 7 lost because Krillin got kind of too overconfident, too cocky when he was taking out people. And Frost is playing some kind of a malevolent game where he's made some kind of a deal with Frieza, or at least that's the way we're supposed to interpret what's going on, that Krillin got taken out. Dirty. Like he got done dirty by Frost. And so whether or not everyone who's left standing in Universe 7 is actually too OP, let's break this down, man, because this is ridiculous. We've seen like Frieza for the most part just taking people as fucking plaything. Like, excuse my language, we have people taking like L's from Frieza left and right. He is taking people from playthings. Like, I'm gonna play with you, I'm gonna play with you. He hasn't even gone gold yet, and he's killing it. Same thing with Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta and Goku have rarely used the blue form going into this entire tournament, and they are killing it. They're taking out people left and right. They took out an entire universe almost by themselves solely. I mean, with Frieza's help, but still, like, almost entirely between themselves. And now, in the last episode, we have not only Roshi and Tenshinhan working together to take out someone from Universe 3, but we have 17 and 18 nearly helping take out a couple people from Universe 11. The universe that we thought was going to be so OP that no one's going to be able to touch them because of Jiren and Toppo. I mean, man, what are your thoughts? Do you think that this is a little bit too much destruction for Universe 7 to basically go out? I mean, just even to preface this even more, we haven't even gotten to the Jiren versus Goku fight, and they're already teasing a Universe 2 versus Universe 7 fight in the next episode, 102. And we know that's not going to end well for Universe 2. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, they really are OP, especially when you put it that way. You know what I mean? That they've taken out like almost an entire universe by themselves, and not really just Goku and Vegeta. I'm just gonna say Universe 7. Universe 7 took out Universe 9 entirely by themselves. You know what I mean? So that's a huge thing right there. You had 18, Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta pretty much just take him out. Now, yeah, that does say bad for Universe 2. I doubt the main event fight's going to be Brienne versus Jiren. I doubt it. But, no. Episode 150. Magical Girl Power versus Pride. No, but anyways, I just want to say this. Yeah, they are OP. If you don't think so, just look at their track record just 4 episodes in, and then look at the individual abilities that these characters possess. The idea, because think about it, Toei is actually really ramping it down. If they wanted to, Frieza could be using his telekinesis and just throwing people around, you know what I mean? Shoku Roshi, you know, but I just use Frieza as an example because Frieza's stronger. So you have Frieza doing that. You could have Goku like just instant transmission towards people and just like tripping them. You know what I mean? You have like Tenshinhan who could, well, at the time, you could have had Tenshinhan, Goku and Krillin all line up and just do like a solar flare times 1000.
Oh god.
Blind everybody, you know what I mean? Just blind the entire void, you know? So like my point here is they could have really gone all out and done some crazy stuff, because when you count up all the abilities from the individual characters, oh, not to mention 17, 18, you know, unlimited energy, infinite energy, so you got that on their side too. It's like these guys are just OP in the book, you know what I mean? And they really are showing it off. It's funny though, because you mentioned it. 7 and 6 took out they took out 6 members of the Pride Troopers. This OP universe that we thought was all unbeatable, you know, they just took a huge hit. What does that say though? Because it makes me really wonder, out of these universes, especially going after the fact that Grand Priest called half of them jabronis, you know, the intense fight is going to start now. It makes me think, who can really touch Goku and them? You know what I mean? Because you have 17, who's been training for years in the infinite energy. You have Roshi and Tenshinhan, who are working together beautifully. Then you have Gohan and Piccolo, who haven't shined yet, and they got a plethora of techniques, especially Piccolo. Then you have Goku and Vegeta, who haven't even used their full power yet. You have Goku hiding the blue Kaioken form, and then you have Vegeta, who we probably haven't even seen the fruit of his training yet. They are the definition of overpowered in the Tournament of Power. I like that right there. The definition of overpowered in the Tournament of Power. That's dope. But anyways, it really makes you wonder, right? What are these universes going to do to these guys? I want to say that there's more to this tournament, but it really does seem like it's going to come down to like Goku versus Jiren and everyone just watching. You know what I mean? I don't see what any of these other people could like do to Goku or Vegeta. You know, we could be wrong. Brienne could actually push some of these fighters to the brink. You know what I mean? She could actually maybe eliminate a couple, you know? It's just like we don't know yet, and it's crazy. You know, like what could they do to Universe 7, you know? It's mind-boggling when you think about it. Like, they came in here with the biggest dick. They're showing it, you know what I mean? They're showing it.
Yeah, you know what's weird about that is one of the things we saw from the episode 102 preview, and this could easily go into episode 103 and 104. I don't think a lot of people would be mad about that, but we actually saw that intro fight in the preview between Vegeta and Brienne. And it's weird because a lot of people are kind of speculating that Vegeta might not necessarily, and I know a lot of people will be mad about this, but I'm just saying, I'm not speculating, I'm just saying there's a lot of people who are speculating that Vegeta might not last long in this tournament, but there's going to be a backlash from fans who see Vegeta get taken out before he's given a chance to shine. I mean, even in the last tournament, he got to take out a majority of the freaking Universe 6 squad. Like he needs something to do. And right now, like you said, Vegeta's been kind of taking it easy. He hasn't been taking a lot. He hasn't taken a lot on his shoulders. He's even guaranteed that he's going to be the last man standing. To have him being taken out so easily would be, you know, a little bit disappointing. And if it is Brienne, who does seem like the lead captain, the one person they focused on before the entire tournament of power of Universe 2, who takes him out, I wouldn't necessarily be mad. But at the same time, like, they put this fight way too early and they haven't given Vegeta any time to shine. Like you said, Piccolo and Gohan haven't gotten anything. Tenshinhan and Master Roshi have. And Frieza, you know, is not going to be going out anytime soon. So, like, who is going to get off next? Maybe Master Roshi or Tenshinhan. Maybe I'd be fine with that, but it wouldn't be a huge loss for the team. Just like Krillin wasn't a huge loss for the team. He's like, oh, well, it's Krillin. Like, you know, like, we will survive. Like, and like, you know, like, if it was Goku, it would be like, oh shit, like, what do we do now? Like, our main guy just got out, like, and we don't necessarily know what to cling on to. Or even Vegeta. him getting out sometime soon might be shocking, but it would piss off fans. And I don't think even Toei is that stupid to do that and piss off so many fans to the fact that it's like Vegeta didn't even get to do shit in this tournament. Why have you been like bagging him this entire arc? He didn't want to train. He wanted to do all this stuff, and then he decided that he was going to go train. You didn't even get to see him train. You didn't get to see him put any of his power on display or get any real win from anybody. Why are you doing this to us? I can imagine that.
Well, I was gonna say this, to be fair, sorry to cut you off, to be fair, if Vegeta isn't next to go, like, let's follow that whole outro theory, right? If Vegeta goes next, pretty soon, I believe he's like the third person in the outro. Yeah, so if he does go soon, think about it like this. They can make him go out like a fucking alpha. Excuse my language. They can make him go out really badass. Yeah, people will be upset, but to the narrative of the story, imagine if, let's say, we know from the spoilers, again, spoilers, we know that Universe 2 is going to perform some type of merging technique. We don't know how long this process takes. We don't know what could happen. I'm just going off a prediction here. The episode has not aired yet. We only know of the preview. So we know they're going to merge. Imagine all of Universe 2 jumps up to try and like circle around them merging to let the three magical girls merge, right? To protect them. Vegeta could take all of them out, to the point where he's about to make it before they finish their merging, but they don't. So then you have three of Universe 2's members at Vegeta, and you have him go one-on-one with that person, the full power Brienne, whatever she's called, and then he eliminates her. And then maybe someone from like Universe 11 or whoever, someone from what universe takes out Vegeta. That is alpha as shit if a one single person took out an entire universe single-handedly. That is alpha. Now, again, I understand people will be pissed off, but that's a badass way to go, because when all is said and done, I doubt anyone could say that shit, that they took out an entire universe on their own. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Jiren may be all powerful, but you don't see this dude going for the kill most of the time. He's over there hiding in the smoke with his arms crossed and his eyes closed, It's like, you have Vegeta over here on the hunt. He's constantly after people. So if that were to happen, I would be okay with it, but you know me, I'm not a big Vegeta fan, so fuck him. So...
You're gonna get so much hate.
But I'm saying there's ways they could do it and make it badass at the same time. Like, I know if that were to happen, I could picture Geekdom on Twitter. Man, that episode grew some hair on my balls, man. I smoked a cigar that whole time. While watching that, how alpha that would be if he just eliminated an entire universe by himself. If you think Universe 7 get rid of 9's OP, Vegeta getting rid of 2 all by himself would be badass. But that's just my 2 cents on it.
No, I understand where you're coming from with that. And I don't necessarily see that. I really don't necessarily see that happening. In fact, I feel like when it comes to Toei and what they could give us and everything, I want them to keep Vegeta around just long enough to give us that whole hit fight. Because I know a lot of people, and I've talked about this before, you and I have talked about this, Vegeta probably does need to fight Hit again. I mean, they've already even teased it in this tournament. Like, Vegeta's a man with a score to settle with the freaking Hit. Like, excuse my language, yeah, like, he needs to settle a score with Hit when it comes to them fighting. Hit did him really dirty in the last tournament, and he needs to get some kind of a comeuppance for it. I just don't necessarily see it happening when it comes to them fighting, because as powerful as Vegeta has become, if he's not hiding something, then I don't see him outrunning the Tokutobashi the same way that Goku did, and you need to kind of do that. Hit is still very strong, so it would be kind of an ass-pull fight if Vegeta actually fought Hit and won, but it's something I would like to see. So like you said, I would be willing to believe if he was able to take out Universe 2, or at least the strongest people in Universe 2, like literally like half of their team at that point. After everyone is basically kicked off, it's more than half of their team. He takes out all of them when they've merged all their powers together to become that much more strong of a warrior, and threw down with them, beat them, and still was able to go toe-to-toe with Hit and just got eliminated by Hit again. It would be one of the same things that him fighting Hit the first time is like, well, he was way too tired. Like, It would be that kind of, well, maybe if he wasn't so tired from taking out Universe 9 and basically all of Universe 2, he would be able to take Hit, but Hit is still a formidable opponent who has, at least from what we've been seeing, kind of taken it easy throughout this tournament. Even though he must have ridiculous stamina, he doesn't necessarily seem to be in the same vein or the same hope. Like, he doesn't necessarily seem to be in the same portion of like tiredness as everyone else. Like, he's taking it easy. So and that's just Vegeta. Like, all this is just Vegeta. It's not 17 or 18 have already said that they are overpowered because they won't ever get tired. It's not Roshi. We saw Roshi. He's exhausted. Like, he did that one thing. He's exhausted. Tenshinhan is still looking after him, and Gohan and Piccolo are still looking after him, but they even lost each other in all the chaos. So it's just, I mean, even with those four people looking after each other and not necessarily making their move yet, you know, like you said earlier, you have Piccolo and Gohan still needing to make their move. If there's anyone who's going to be taken out, you know, Roshi and Tenshinhan have already made their move. You've seen them have an epic thing. Like, you've seen them both do an epic thing. But just to give even Roshi some wherewithal, you know, we saw him do the thing he was actually practicing in the earlier episode in order to take that guy out. But we haven't actually seen him do the Mafuba, or, you know, the demon containment wave, which we saw him doing in the outro. So potentially he could be doing that at some point in order to do this. We have seen Tenshinhan do the Kikoha. You know, the super key cannon. I think that's what it is.
That's what they translated
like,
it as,
yeah, like, that's like, we have seen him do that. So it even goes a little bit more to what they showed, or that theory going off of the outro 9, where, you know, he's the next one on the totem pole, really.
Yeah, if you go off the outro theory, then yeah, he's coming up next, which I guess would sort of make sense. I was kind of hoping he would play a bigger role. We did a video on the assassin theory, so if you want to go check that out on my channel, go check out the assassin theory on my channel. We talked about how Tenshinhan could play a more important role than what we've got with him so far. But if he isn't next to go, that would be kind of disappointing, but I can't really blame him, because Toei did kind of paint the picture that he's kind of, I mean, Roshi beat him up, and then Gohan like one-shot him back to the Dragon Ball era, bro. Like, Gohan hit this dude so hard, like he rethought his entire life, bro.
Yes.
But yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, that's the way this plays out. So who knows exactly how this is going to play out. But from right now, where I'm sitting watching this show week to week to week, I have to say, just in general, Universe 7 is way too OP for this entire tournament. They ain't even tired yet. They haven't even gone to their extent, and we already have people. Some universes are so unbelievably like hampered at this point. Even Universe 11 is hurting.
Yeah.
Like, I know they have some OP characters. They have some god type characters on their team, but like, they're hurting for members.
They lost
they're
6,
for
bro.
Bodies on this. Yeah. So like, they're hurting. Universe 3 is hurting. I think they just lost their team leader, or at least the person they said who is their strongest. Universe 2 is hurting to some degree or another. Universe 10 is just like...
Oh, Universe 4 as well?
Yeah, like, they're all hurting besides Universe 7 and Universe 6. And Universe 6, like, besides seeing Kale and Khalifa basically own it up, we haven't necessarily seen them do anything or anyone do anything. It's like they're all hiding in a corner somewhere, so... It's weird to me. So Universe 7 is just completely dominating this tournament. And I'm wondering, okay, last question. Is this taking some of the fun out of it? Was this supposed to be harder on Universe 7?
I did a video on this because, okay, so I want to put it like this. One of the main reasons people didn't like the Champa arc was because Goku and Vegeta could have ended most of those fights in their Super Saiyan form and in their base form. You know what I mean? While some people even argue base form, you know, so except for Hit, of course. So people really didn't like that because people wanted Goku and Vegeta to really get taken to the limits. They wanted to see actual fights where Goku and Vegeta weren't holding back just for the fun of it. Here, it's the same thing. They're holding back. You know what I mean? They're in their base form, Super Saiyan forms. I believe they went blue against the Trio to Dangers, but it's like I wondered they even really needed to, you know. So they're holding back in this tournament. Like Goku's in his base form. I think all of episode 101. So again, they're holding back. Does that take the fun out of it? Because are these characters just too overpowered? Half of this freaking video we spent speculating on who can take out Vegeta, and that's just one character. That's not even the whole entire team. You still have Ultimate Gohan, who hasn't shown his full power yet. Then of course you have Kaioken Goku with the blue form, so on and so forth. Frieza in his golden form. I can understand it from a narrative story, because you gotta think about it like this. When Frieza was introduced, he had I'm bringing in power scaling. He had a battle power of 530,000, and he ruled most of Universe 7 with an iron fist. 530k was just so much above anything in the mortal realm. You had the Namekians who couldn't even come close to that. You had the Saiyans with even in their Uzaru forms couldn't even come close to that. You know what I mean? Because I think King Vegeta was probably, Kid Vegeta was, I think, said to be the strongest Saiyan. He's only at 18,000. So even with the Ozaru form, he would only be 180,000. Like, Frieza in his first form was a complete and absolute monster. So to a degree, it makes sense that not all of these universes are going to have people that are strong enough to take Goku and Vegeta to their limits. You know what I mean? And that does kind of hurt the story, because Goku and Vegeta have had God training. They've had alternate dimension training, in the room of spirit and time, and in Whis' staff. So it's like these guys, and then there's Frieza, who's went through months and months and months of training, both physical and mental. You've had like these beings who are just super uber god tier, and then over here you have like all these people who can get taken out by Kaba and Goku in their base forms. It's like, I think it does hurt the story, but from a story point of view, I see why. Like, I don't think the point here is to bring everyone up as strong as Jiren. You know what I mean? That's not the point. So I can see it from that point of view, but yeah, it does hurt the story when you think about it, because people do want to see tough, hard-fought battles, but this really does take the fun out of it when you have 6 and 7 literally curb stomping, mollywopping these other universes,
I have to disagree, and I don't necessarily. I have to disagree that it doesn't hurt the story. And I guess in the overall picture we agree, but I personally like the idea that Universe 7 is curb stomping all of these universes. One of the things I've been talking about since the Champa arc of Dragon Ball Super is Goku and Vegeta fighting each other and fighting Frieza and Cell and Majin Buu in every sense, like blood, sweat, tears, just everything you could think of they have gone through in order to create this power that we're seeing right now. And it's not just with Goku, it's Dragon Ball Z and Super. It's like this guy has gone through a lifetime. This guy has gone through literally 30 years of material that we've digested as fans. And when we got to the Champa arc, we had almost everyone at his level. Now, granted, Goku and Vegeta, no one was at their level. But at the same time, they were going blow for them. And even if they were holding back, it's like, why are you holding back? Let's actually see some fighting. Let's see you have fun with this, when it looks like you're actually trying. Or you're actually, suffering or fighting this person at your full power, or whether they say it's their full power or something else like that. And we've seen this over and over and over and over again in Super. And one of the biggest complaints I've had with the whole series at this point is it just makes no sense. You have gods, you have mortals, you have all these people from other universes who are literally at Goku and Vegeta's level, and yet we didn't get to see them get to that level. You just have to accept that these guys are that strong. And the very fact that most of the people they're fighting right now, all the jabronis, as you'd like to say, are literally getting taken out to the point where the Zenos are like, well, yeah, they've dropped off and now it's going to start getting a little bit more interesting. I think that's cool, because it does kind of say that, Goku and Vegeta have earned this strength. They have earned this place at the top of the totem pole when it comes to the multi-universal tournament to decide the fate of all 8 universes. It shows that Goku and Vegeta have reached that pinnacle, and they're fighting at the top of it. And they don't even have to bring out all of their strength in order to fight on that. Now, to sit there and say that makes sense for Goku and Vegeta, that's fine. But I understand, and I completely agree with the fact that when it comes to Gohan, Roshi, Tenshinhan, 18, 17, Krillin, and Frieza, it's like, I don't know about this. Like, that might be a little bit too much for me. Like, the entire team is God tier. That was what we were expecting Universe 11 to be like, and look what it is now. But look at their team versus Universe 7's team. Like, Universe 7's team really is at that level, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah. So, guys, I know, I think that's actually crazy, and I don't know if everyone in Universe 7's team outside of Goku and Vegeta and potentially Frieza having that much power, and I'm including Gohan and Piccolo in this, like, I don't think those guys having that much power serves the story. I just think it makes the entire team too OP and takes me out of my element just a little bit more than it should. Not to say that all these people we've seen fighting and training throughout all their lifetime and everything else like that, but I refuse to believe that all these other universes literally couldn't find matches to fight Roshi and freaking Tenshinhan, no matter how much of a power boost they want to give them.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree, bro.
So anyway, guys, like, I want everyone to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, because as MJ says all the time, this isn't just a conversation between me and him. We want all y'all's thoughts and opinions about this. Do you think we're overthinking this? I'm sure some of you do. Like, do you think that we're right? Do you think that we're overlooking something that puts all the other universes on that upper tier level, and we're kind of overinflating Universe 7, or are we underestimating Universe 7 in some way, shape, or form? I don't know how that would be possible, but I'm sure some people have some idea one way or the other. Like, have we missed anything? Has it been shown that they're super tired or something? Did we miss something? Anyway, guys, please make sure to go check out MJ over in the description section below. Go hit that link. The guy makes some awesome content for you guys.
Stop it.
You don't want to miss any of that stuff. You want to subscribe directly to him. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe onto this video. Don't forget to share it out to all your friends. Make sure to hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. But with that being said, guys, I hope everyone has a good day. It's been real.